PLAYERUNKNOWN'S Battlegrounds is one of the most intense experiences in recent memory. The game's ability to conjure tension and excitement illustrate why it's been such a massive success. To put it simply, the game is immersive. Which begs the question, what is immersion? Is it beautiful graphics? Convincing facial animation technology? Realistic physics systems? Maybe it's worlds that respond dynamically to our decisions and choices. Some games immerse through their interactions. Something like Mario or Cuphead keeps us captivated through the elegance of their design. They're just fun to play. Others immerse through provoking an emotional response, ideally one that mirrors the events in the game, lending a view of the psychological landscape of the player character. This can inspire feelings of fear, nostalgia, pride, or even social alienation. Think of this as immersion through empathy. If your character comes under gunfire, you should feel a range of emotions that you might actually feel if you were shot at. This kind of immersion simulates the experience at an emotional level. PLAYERUNKNOWN'S Battlegrounds, or PUBG from here on out, achieves this by making us feel vulnerable while also connected to our actions. The result is a game that inspires in the player a strong mix of anxiety, excitement, and if you manage to win, triumph. You might be asking, what makes PUBG different from popular shooters like Battlefield or Call of Duty? Those games focus first on fast-paced gameplay, with immersion being a sort of secondary goal. This isn't a bad thing. They want to be fun, and they are. However, if I poke my head out in a game of Battlefield 1, or if I rush blindly down a hall, I'm not scared. I don't fear death. There's always a medic waiting to revive me, or a respawn button ready to place me back in the action. Battlefield 1 just fails to inspire what it might have been like to be a soldier in the First World War. And I'm not gonna lie, that's probably for the best in that case. PUBG is different. The premise is simple. 100 players drop onto an island and the last person alive is the victor. There are no loadouts. You have to find every bullet, rifle, or frying pan yourself. This creates a lot of tactical considerations and tension. Do you risk landing somewhere with lots of weapons, but also lots of dangerous players? Or do you select somewhere more remote with less potential to get murdered? Now, if players could just camp wherever they wanted on the map, the game would risk being boring and would probably lack a lot of the tension that it has. The solution is that the playable area of the map regularly constricts to encourage player encounters. So as you wander through the forests, hills, and fields of the game, threat is really coming from every direction. You always feel vulnerable because you're never able to remain safe. The game forces you to put yourself in harm's way throughout the match. This is complicated by the average length of a round, which can go anywhere from 5 to 50 minutes. By drawing out the tension over time, the game makes you care. The longer the round, the greater the investment, the more heightened your immersion. Victory is always a goal, yet the odds of success are somewhere like 1 in 100, rather than the 50-50 you find in most team-based games. The mix of a desire to win, paired with the profound fear of death, are what keep the game so thrilling. It's difficult to overstate the excitement of the final phase of a match of PUBG. If you make it into the final 10, minor panic attacks set in every time you mistake a bush for a player or hear a footstep or see a silhouette. Actually winning is a cathartic release of all the stress and anxiety built up over the round. It's one of the more rewarding experiences out there. The real success of PLAYERUNKNOWN'S Battlegrounds isn't that it allows you to play a role, but that it forces you to feel that role at a psychological level. If the maxim for movies is show, don't tell, then for games it should be something like make the player experience rather than watch. PUBG causes us to flinch at gunfire, cower at the sound of footsteps, and hope for victory in a way that few other experiences can match. Video games are unique in that they can make us feel complicit, guilty, or even proud. The future of immersive experiences is to provide us with a mirror to psychological landscapes we've yet to explore. I want to see games that test our assumptions and broaden our horizons. PUBG might not challenge us to rethink our beliefs, but it does offer one of the most engrossing, tense, and rewarding experiences out there. It's a model of how a game can make us care about and feel the consequences of moment-to-moment gameplay. PUBG is just a pebble in the pond of immersive experiences, but it's one hell of a pebble. As always, I want to thank you for watching this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what some of your favorite immersive experiences are. Do you find PUBG to be an immersive, intense game, or does it not really work for you? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.